Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're playing with the Big Poppy palette from Colourpop. I went ahead and picked up the bundle, on the double bundle. It was a bundle of 6 of these. I wanted to play with Big Poppy today because it is beautiful. In this little bundle you get Big Poppy, Little Ray of Sunshine, Making Mauves, That's Taupe, Nude Mood, and Blush Crush, and they come in like these super cute packaging. It looks like little books. I love it. I think it is absolutely adorable. Or they almost remind me of CDs even, or like scrapbooks maybe. That might be the vibe they're going for with this. Yeah, like a scrapbook. And they come in this nice little organizer where you can keep them all together. Anyway, I wanted to focus on Big Poppy today and create a nice look. This is an all matte, warm, orangey poppy color palette. And I thought it was just so pretty. Yeah, I wanted to create a nice smoky eye with it. A little bit of grunge vibes in there. You know, the usual. So yeah, if you want to see how this palette performs and my thoughts, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know which one of these palettes you want to see me play with next. I'm thinking I'm going to play with That's Taupe next. Or Little Ray of Sunshine. I'm not sure. On to the video. Okay, so I ordered the On the Double little vault here from Colourpop, and I just first want to show you just how cute the packaging is before we get into which palette I'm going to play with. But this is just so cute. It comes in this little kind of plastic organizer thing. They're like little books or CDs or something. I don't know. I thought it was very cute the way it was, the presentation. Inside you have your Cooler Than Me little pair or double, and that one is That's Taupe and Making Mauves, and they're in these little like books, and they're just so cute, and the palette itself slides out, so I'm probably gonna store it in this because it's adorable. Yeah, this one is the little cool one, and then you have in the center, it's in its own little plastic sleeve. You've got the Blushing Nude little double here, or duo, and this contains Nude Mood and Blush Crush. Just super cute as well. I think the artwork and everything on these is absolutely adorable. And then lastly, you have the Into Bloom one, which looks like this. And this one has Big Poppy and Little Ray of Sunshine in it. Just so cute. How cute is this? So today I think we're going to play with the Big Poppy because I just want to. And we're going to test out that palette from this little collection. And it's finally quiet enough to film today. It's been very noisy outside with 2 houses getting roofs. I think the entire neighborhood's getting a new roof, apparently. But it was the house like right next door to us got one, and it was so loud you could hardly stand it. And then the house cat corner to us is getting one, and the one across the street still has to get their roof. Looks like this, and inside you have all these beautiful orangey mattes. Like, oh, it's so pretty. This is like the perfect fall palette, even though we're moving into winter. I'm still gonna play with it because I love these colors. And this one is all matte, which is really cool. As I think you probably know, I am pretty familiar with Colourpop's formula at this point and know what to expect, and I think I haven't been let down by a palette yet, so I have high hopes for these. These usually retail for $14, but in this bundle I got it Black Friday, so I got it for like 50 bucks, and it is 6 palettes that retail for $14 a piece, so that was like an incredibly good deal. I don't know if they still have it at that price or whatever, but it is still a bargain in the bundle regardless. And I think anyway, let's go ahead and get on started here. I've already primed my eyes, did my brows as per usual. And I'm going to start out with this big fluffy brush here and go into Day Tripper, which is like a creamy tone. Peachy, a very, very pale peach. I'm going to start to bring that through this portion kind of and pull it up. Just want to see how pigmented it was first, or how much color payoff it had. Okay, yeah, that's a good little brow bone highlight shade. Just gonna take it right there under the brow. What you guys been up to? I've been up to nothing except decorating my Christmas tree and doing Christmas shopping, that kind of stuff, and just been kind of boring otherwise. Like, I took a little vlogging break and all of that, but I'm kind of back at it now. Get back into the swing of things. Okay, yeah, that was just a nice good base shade. Let's take a little bit of the next shade over, which is called Mellow. I'll bring Mellow just a little bit lower, but still right below that brow bone in the transition area. That's nice. It gives it something to blend into. We're so far so good. They're a little powdery, but nothing crazy. I'm going to go down a brush size to a Morphe 443. Let's go ahead straight into Get Around, which is like an orange, but it has like a little bit of pink in it, kind of. Let's start to bring that right here through the socket line. I think we're just gonna layer up some shades, create a pretty look. So how many of you guys got Cyberpunk, the video game? My husband bought it and I'm kind of want to play it really bad. I kind of watched him play it a little bit and I'm like, that character creation looks so fun. It looks like kind of a Grand Theft Auto type of vibe and I'm here for it. I like games like that. Not that I really have time to play video games anymore, but bring that like through the socket above my crease. Let's go into Flower Power next. Same brush. Ooh, that's got a lot of kick up, that one. And I'm gonna tuck it a little, ooh. Also a lot more pigmentation than I was expecting. A bit brighter than I was expecting. That's really cool. Focus it a little bit lower in the socket line. That's nice, I like that. Palette kind of reminds me of a all matte version of the Warm Up Sessions from Huda with a few more options. And I think you could create a look that's a little less orange and a little bit more earthy. With this one, you wouldn't have to go quite as vibrant if you didn't want to, I don't believe. I also ordered the Lip Vault, but already from Ulta, and I'm still waiting for that order to ship. Like, it tells me it's shipped, but it hasn't been picked up by the carrier, and it's been like that for like 5 days. Can get a little deeper. Oh yeah, this shade is incredibly pigmented. Like, it can really go there. So much more vibrant than it looks in the pan too, but it does have quite a bit of kick up, like ABH kick up. It is blending beautiful, and that's all that matters to me. I don't care if it kicks up in the pan or whatever, as long as it blends nicely, performs, it's pigmented. Who cares if it's a little messy in the palette? I don't. I'm gonna take my biggest blending brush and just come back around them edges. Soften that out. Maybe we'll take a little bit more of Get Around. Blend it ever so slightly. Alright, next I'm gonna go down another brush size, I think, and I'm gonna take Groovin'. This is a Morphe 456. I swear I look at numbers and my mind blanks. And we're just gonna pull out a little bit lower in the outer portion here. Wow, these are so much more vibrant and pigmented than I expected. Whoa. Dang, Colourpop. Oh, that is so beautiful. That's adding beautiful depth. I love that. Again, a little bit of kick up in the pan, nothing too crazy. I'm focusing most of the pigment of this shade kind of out here. Letting it flow over. And I am tapping the brush off in between. Each dip, I'm just smacking it on my arm. Brush I was using before. Blend a little bit. You know what? Let's take Flower Power on the lid. I'm just gonna pat that on. Really pretty terracotta vibe. That is gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Groovin'. Kind of build it up a little bit more in the crease. Just for some depth. Alright, and I'm gonna come back around those edges with Get Around. I guess we're going smoky today. Oh god. Oh, I wish I had this palette sooner. Like at the beginning of fall. Because holy shit. The perfect palette for then. Alright, biggest blending brush. No additional product. In fact, I've cleaned the brush off. I'm just using it to blend the edges. It's a little bit Cali Love. Okay, I'm going to take a M152. I should have ordered some brushes. I want to take Wild Things. And I'm just going to pick that up on this little brush. Just for some depth on the outer corner. I'm going to flick it up. I want that flow into our other shades. I'm really quite taken with the Groovin' shade. I'm liking this deepest brown as well. And I'm just gonna kind of blur that over into our other shades. A little messy right now. Bear with me. Back to the 456. No additional product. I'm just gonna use it to blur that edge. I'm not worried about it getting messy over here. I'm gonna clean that up in just a minute. I guess we're going a little grungy too. This would be a nice dupe for the Sassy Siennas palette from Jessica Colors as well if you didn't get your hands on it or haven't got your hands on it. Because to me it's quite expensive for what it is. And I think the quality of this is quite comparable. I mean, Sassy Siennas is a fantastic palette quality-wise. I think this one really gives it a run for its money. And it's the same colors. In fact, more colors. You know, you can get a little bit more variation. I can't wait to play with the Sunshine palette. Little Ray Sunshine. And that's taupe. I'm so excited about that one. I think I'm going to play with that one tomorrow. Okay, I'm just blending at this point, blending those edges. This right here is the trick to the smoky eye. Just blend, blend, blend. And take your time. Do it in baby steps and get there. You don't have to slap it all on at once. Okay, I'm going to take my lid shade one more time and just kind of reinforce that. Sometimes when you do a matte on the lid, it can get a little blended away. Just to face all that bronzer, touched up the brows, and did a little bit of eyeliner. I did, what shade is this? Where'd the palette go? Hid it from myself. I used the Wild Thing shade as my eyeliner on top. It just kind of patted across the lash line and kind of winged it out. It was a last minute choice. Bronzer's done, all that. And I'm going to move on to the lower lash line. I also put some like nude liner in the waterline. I've been really into that lately. Used to hate it. Like I take phases of that where like I hate it and then phases where I absolutely love it. I mean, I love it phase right now. Let's go with the M152. I think I'm going to take a little bit of Flower Power on one side of the brush and just run it along all the way across. Blend down a bit. We are going smoky and grungy. And then we're going to move on to Shade Over, which is Groovin'. Same thing, put on one side of the brush. We're going to start to focus it just a little bit more on the outer part, about 3/4 of the way over, and join it up to the outer corner. And finally, we'll go into Wild Things. A little bit on one side of the brush towards the tip, very lightly, knock it off, and tuck it right out here. And there we go. Just like that. And kind of join it up. I'm going to take a little bit of the Wild Things on an angled liner brush and just pull a little bit right in here. Elongate the inner corner a bit, like so. Alright. I'm going to take a little bit more of Flower Power and just come right in here on this first bit. Tuck it right in there so it's nice and vibrant. Alright. Alright. I'm going to clean that brush off completely. Gonna squint and just make sure everything is blended and soft. Now in the inner corner, I'm going to put a little bit of my face highlighter. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit loose highlighter. And I'm going to take a little tiny bit out of the cap here and just pop it right on this inner corner. I'm going to do the other eye and mascara and be right back to do the final touch. Finished up mascara and just went fix my hair for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do lips first because I've done my setting spray, and I'm just going to let that dry because I don't know why I went ahead and did setting spray. I just did, even though I still got to do blush and highlight. But for lips, I'm going to go in with, this is Softy from Colourpop. This is the Ultra Matte Lip collab with I Love Sari. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my highlighter, which is the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit. I'm just going to do a real, kind of a gentle little dusting across the cheekbones. Just taking whatever's in the cap here. Just want a little bit of a glow. I like this brush because it just kind of hits my high points perfectly. Now for blush, I'm going to try out this new little e.l.f. one I got. This is one of the e.l.f. bite-sized blushes. I got Watermelon. It's got like the glowy side and then the matte side. Let's take the blushy side first. I don't know if this would be the right color. This might be a little too pink. It's pretty though. Yeah, I think this might just not be the best color for this look. I should go with something a little more peachy. Yes, just a little too pink than what I'm looking for. So we'll save this one for another day. Because it's on top from KVD Beauties is the Fetish Blush palette. I'm going to take the shade Salem. That's just a nice peachy blush. There she is. Yep. That's what I wanted. There we go. Blush. I feel like this look needs a lot of blush, right? I don't know why. I just do. It's like it calls for it. And I'm going to take a little bit of the highlighty shade Magic here. It's one of their highlighters. I can't remember what they're called. The real glittery. Okay. Alright, cute. Cute. Lots of blush. Alright, and this is the look all complete using Big Poppy from Colourpop. Oh, I really like this one. Of course. But I like just the nice matte vibe of it. The shades in here are gorgeous. They're super pigmented, like holy crap, pigmented. Blend like a dream. Of course, Colourpop knows how to make a good matte. Nothing was patchy. It just worked. It was a very quick eye look, despite being super smoky. I think this palette is quite comparable actually to the Dose of Colors Sassy Sienna palette. Only you've got more color options here, and a little bit like the Huda Warm Obsessions, except it goes a little less pink than that one. That that one has kind of a pinky undertone in it. This one has a little bit more of that truer orange undertone, which I'm pretty happy with. And I like that this shade has some purple in it. Like, there's some of these do have a little bit of pink in them, but some of them have just a good true orange to them. There's a little more fallout in this one as far as kick up in the pan. Maybe a little bit like an ABH shadow or a Huda one, but I don't really care about that. The palette performed great. That's all that matters. So yeah, this was an awesome palette. And if you had your eye on it, I say get it. $14. Right now they're running a lot of sales for holidays, so you might get it even cheaper. Or get it in the bundle like I did, which is a great deal. I think they also just have these two as a bundle as well. The Into Bloom bundle. I think you get like, the little ray of sunshine with it. But I went ahead and got the whole bundle of the doubles. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky.